Now first off, before the video starts, I just want to make a quick update about what's going on and what's going to be happening with this channel and whether or not you should stay subbed or not. If you could care less, click this little button in the top right corner to see the rest of the video. Thanks and have a good day. Alright, so number 1, stay subbed if you like gay baby content. Number 2, get the fuck out of my face if you don't appreciate video games and history. Number 3, the majority of the videos to come will be similar to this and my previous video about the unknown legend Oscar Gamble. And number 4, I'll be sprinkling in some other shit, more like comedic filler I'd say, while I'm working on other videos and projects that take up more of my time. And finally, number 5, I'll be going on break from uni as of today, so I'll be prepared for much more consistent content, most likely a weekly video here, and another one sprinkled in like I said. Not really sure how I'll do it just yet. Maybe I'll start chugging Adderall so I can go fast like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. I don't really fucking know. But anyways, sorry that you had to hear me ramble on for a couple seconds there. Now, let's get on with the video. Alright boys and e-girls, sit the fuck down because daddy's got a story to tell you about probably one of the most ambitious games of its time. I'm talking about the game so ambitious that it even blows No Man's Sky out of the fucking water. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All 15 of you now 20-year-old people who got a chubby-wubby hard-on for Minecraft when you were 12. I'm talking about Cube World. For the other 90,999,985 of you that don't know what Cube World is a procedurally generated voxel art game brings homage to other games such as Legend of Zelda, Secret of Mana, and World of Warcraft. The game was released on July 2nd of 2013 after almost 2 years of being hyped up. Afterwards came about 2 updates. One on July 5th, meant only to fix bugs and glitches that were more or less game-breaking after the initial launch, and the second was on July 23rd, which was also just a bug fix. Various updates have come and gone, and yes, I could be showing you all of them and explaining what they do, but there are other videos and posts that you can find for yourself if you really care that much. Anyways, Cube World became an instant classic for many people to latch onto and talk about whenever it initially released. This release, although Wally himself never actually announced anything about the game being released to the public, it caused a lot of issues for servers and a DDoS attack on Wally's website as well. One of the largest moments that I believe caused a heavy spark in the Cube World's player base was probably when Yogscast had made a video during their prime about Cube World, and they even held a short series talking about the game and actually playing it, just like they do during Minecraft Let's Plays and other shit like that. Later on, as everyone knows, we saw extensive activity on Wally's website and the Twitter page, constantly telling people about updates and information for weeks on end, but eventually Wally had stopped posting, and his updates turned into weeks and maybe even months. And although this kept many of the players on the edge of their seats, it eventually began to cause backlash. Many members of the community began to feel weary about Wally's sudden disappearances, beginning to believe that he decided to take the money and run. This of course isn't true at all, and even now many people try to believe that that's how the story ended. My issue and reasoning for this video is to explain what every other person on this platform has denied to research or even talk about, either due to it not following a narrative of a game left dead by its developer, or because of their lack of research. As an avid member of the community on both Reddit and on Discord, it takes me mere seconds to find the latest information we have from Wally himself. Although he doesn't post to his Twitter page or on his blog on his website anymore, he does actually send emails with screenshots of his recent work to a member of the community to update everyone and keep hope in the community that we all have together. From here on out, I'll be talking about and reading Wally's emails and updates that can be found on both the Cube World subreddit and on Discord. Our first update from Wally over email was on December 12th of 2017, approximately 5 months after Wally's final tweet on his Twitter page. In this email, he talks about how he is developing Cube World 24/7, implementing a lot of new stuff, while going on to give some examples of things he's been working on. Increased world map zoom range so you can see continents thousands of kilometers away. Buff display and buff elixirs. Gamepad support, as he will reference later on about mapping Xbox controls to certain buttons in later updates. And flight travel, no flying mounts but flight routes. And then he goes on to talk about attempting to make the game and questline much more exploration based, while also presenting us with a beautiful screenshot of the flight travel he had been talking about. The next email was again a couple months later, on June 5th of 2018. He explains how he's trying to make the world generation much more procedural rather than what he had it on before, where the entire biome itself, or or region he calls it, would be one area completely pre-generated, causing longer loading screens and larger amounts of RAM usage. By changing the formula, he's allowing it to become easier to identify the formula being used and randomize better. He also goes on to talk about the map again, making it more detailed for easier exploration and flight planning. He also once again provides screenshots to explain what he's been talking about in his posts. As you can tell by the screenshots, it's still very similar to how Cube World is during its alpha with the user interface, but with extra things implemented and changed. Moving on, about 2 months later, on August 26, 2018, Wally sends another email, this time talking about his personal drawing software known as Plasma from his website. This, although never really received an official release, was given to a few select people who had tested it, but they no longer have access to using it. Although it's disheartening to see the project become vaporware, he does say that he plans to release it in the future after Cube World is done, which, if he does, could be huge for the artistic and game development world due to Plasma's extensive customization and apparently easy user interface. From the screenshot provided, you can see an assortment of different icons he's designed using the Plasma software, which appears to have some changes compared to its 2013 counterpart. This brings us to our final update, which actually was released only 11 days ago on December 2nd, 2018. With this final email, as of right now, he confirms that he's done tons of work on the world generation, as he explained previously, updated the shading, and reformed the leveling system where experience you earn and levels gained are independent to each individual land that you're in. He also talks about making the gameplay less MMO-like and much more console-like, talking about different attack types and using keyboard and Xbox controls. This is also confirmed in the updated user interface he uses in the screenshot attached in his email as well. Although this game still seems to be far from finished in the eyes of Wally, things are still looking up as he molds the game to be more what he desired it to be. This game truly is a passion project, and for others to take claim that Wally owes them something other than the passion project that he plans to release is utterly disgusting to me. I, for one, on my high horse feeling as mighty as I really fucking am excited for Wally's release, whenever it truly comes, and I will be more than happy to wait on it for as long as it takes him to finish it. He doesn't want to sell an unfinished game, and I completely respect that. Thank you guys for watching the video. I know it's kind of weird me doing all this random shit. Sometimes I'm joking, sometimes I'm not. I don't really know what I want to do yet, but if you do like this so far, please drop a like and share this video, and I'll see you all next week whenever I upload again.